Alright, I will see a former now cover Shonko at over possible TVGH way in news update and I day soon.
Of what do you call it? As for Azuri, he was sacked from Joy FM for doing a poor story on the president. His lawyer says he wasn't sacked. I say he was sacked. Joy FM should come and say he wasn't sacked. That's the problem. He's going through some syndrome, I think, because that thing has really worried him. So he's looking for Paul Adom Ēxpøse. He says, okay, I've been here. I've been doing this for 20 years. I don't know when you be doing the same thing for 20 years and not be sacked. Because he did small or he was sacked. Okay, no problem. Togbe Afede likes him, which is great. If Togbe Afede likes you, it's a great story. Because Togbe Afede is a very intelligent man. He can impart a lot on you. But Togbe, I wonder. Togbe, I wonder. What is happening? Togbe, what is going on? What? Look at the defense they are presenting for you. Such an intelligent man. Togbe Afede, the overlord of Asogli. Great man, bright man. What kind of defense are they presenting for you? They said you didn't attend 55% of the meetings, and that's a defense, and they say Paul Adom Ēxpøse lied. But if you didn't attend 55%, Togbe, I know Togbe will be the first person to complain about a matter like that. I don't remember whether him and I talked about Council of State in the Constitution. It's unlikely, because I really don't remember. But in terms of the provisions of the 1992 Constitution, Togbe and I had a lot of conversations about it. Sometimes Dr. Kofi Anwan was involved. That's what we used to do then. Intellectual conversations. That's I was 29, 30. And I go to him, and Abna will warn me, and remind me I'll have to pay tribute to Abna Amoah. She's eventually been made the managing director of the Ghana Stock Exchange. Investors are very excited about that announcement because Abna is one of the great investment bankers that we have in this country, trained by, guess who? Togbe Afede at SAS. Now, Togbe, what has happened? What really has happened? What is this guy? What, are you not, the things that you imparted to me, Togbe, please impart it to him, so that he will think in a certain way. But how can you come and say, oh, Paul Adom Ēxpøse lied? He said Togbe Afede attended 16% of the Council of State meetings. No, it wasn't. It was 45. Really? I mean, somebody can say that. 45. He didn't attend 55. The supermajority. He didn't attend it. 4 years, he took the salary or whatever allowance. That's the allegation. Is that Togbe Afede took the allowance. That's what we allege against him. Of 80% of the meetings he did not attend. Azuri says that Togbe Afede did not attend 55% of the meetings. Is that something that anybody should even think and say? If it is not focused on hatred for somebody, and you don't want to, by all means, achieve a headline that says somebody is saying something wrong, will you ridicule yourself in this situation? Even JSS children, good luck to all of them, writing the exams now. They will look at this and say, but what is the guy saying? He says the man did not attend 55% of the meetings. But is that okay? Please, put the pie chart there again. Put the chart there again. Professor Kwame Kari, have a good night. But please, let's get something working. This is Azuri's defense of Togbe Afede. He didn't attend 45%. He attended 45% of the meetings. He did not attend 55%. And that's a defense. You are elected to the Council of State, fully funded by taxpayer. Togbe Afede collected a loan from the Council of State to buy a car, which all Council of State members got. Togbe Afede got that as well. Why was the car loan given to them? The car loan was given to them so that they can drive to the Council of State meetings and do other Council of State things. Council of State don't only have meetings. They can decide to visit Finance Minister. As a matter of fact, in point of fact, Togbe Afede was the chairman of the Finance Committee. They can drive anywhere to do. President calls them, they can come in. That's why the car is given. Togbe Afede took the car. So he took the car at the back of taxpayer only to attend 45% of the meetings. Azuri thinks this is okay. I can understand why Joy FM will say, Chief, please, that's the door. Bye-bye. I can understand it because I worked there before. So I know the philosophy. I know the standards. I can understand it. It's making a lot of sense to me. Because if this is how you analyze things as a journalist, then the company that you work for is in trouble. If the journalistic analysis is producing this, then the company that you work for is in trouble. Azuri says Paul Adom Ēxpøse lied because Togbe Afede, Prof. Azuri is my friend though. If I go to my phone now and I show you our last conversation of 3 years ago, we were talking about Pito. If you like, I'll show it. We were talking about Pito. The last time I chatted with him, those days, in better times. Then the hatred hasn't started. We're talking about Pito. Azuri, you can't say that, okay? This is totally wrong, eh? You can't say it's embarrassing. Actually, it's very, very embarrassing. But it's embarrassing for me more for the other important people. Professor Kwame Kari, a distinguished name like that, School of Communication Studies, set up Media Foundation for West Africa. And then my friend, he's very stiff. So when I saw him at TV3, I went to greet him. He's very, very stiff. Charlie, the guy, she's so stiff like that. I said, I entered your city and I said, oh, Baba, hey, like this. Oh, my goodness. These are people, they can't laugh. They can't, oh, Suleiman Brahima. Well, he can laugh. He said, good evening. And it's a comedy show. He said that. It is a comedy show. He's not wrong. But you will only describe this multifaceted show as comedy if the comedy is the only thing you can relate to. You cannot relate to the other things. We've talked about constitutional amendment. Have you ever heard him talk about constitutional amendment before? He doesn't understand it. He doesn't want to go into that area. He doesn't know which article should be amended. He doesn't know. All he knows is that politician is a thief. Catch him. That's all he knows. He doesn't understand constitutional development. He doesn't understand it. So he doesn't engage with that conversation. At the time when all civil society are saying, even my friend Vomaho is talking about constitutional amendment, this civil society, they don't understand it. So they never talk about, have you ever heard Manasseh talking about constitutional amendment before? He doesn't understand it. And it's a crime if our major media voices do not understand the things that is wrong with our country. That's why sometimes I like Vomaho for all the things that he does, because he seems to understand that what we need in this country is a constitutional amendment. Everyone knows that. The loudest voices on Twitter, Azuri, they don't understand it. So every time they are catching somebody, and they come and present this warped defense for Togbe Afede because they have to say that Paul Adom Ēxpøse lied, that 55%, Togbe Afede attended Council of State meetings 45. So we insist, Togbe Afede, if you did not attend 55% of Council of State meetings, what you have returned to the state is not enough. Return the car. Please, return it tomorrow. It's taxpayers' money. You took a loan, you pay some, the taxpayer paid the rest. Whatever component the taxpayer paid for that car, Togbe Afede, return it to the Council of State. It will be given to the Ghana Police Service. Professor Dampare will give it to another person, and we can use it well. We don't want to give taxpayers. I have not had any taxpayers anything. I work in private sector, paid my taxes, no taxpayers anything. NCA, I was on the board, S Gracia, 0. I don't want. I'm not interested. Okay. Now, here, Togbe Afede, 55%. This is not me saying, this is your friend Azuri in presenting a defense for you. That's what he's saying. He says 55% you didn't attend the meetings. But Togbe Afede, with your stature, really, with your stature, your Yale stature, SAS, great stature, how can you join Council of State as the president of the National House of Chiefs? And Togbe Afede's ex-official position in the Council of State is an important one. He was not just an elected member or appointed by the president. Togbe Afede was representing the National House of Chiefs. So Togbe, you let the taxpayer down and you let the National House of Chiefs down. Why do I say that? Because you refuse to attend 55% of the meetings at the Council of State, paid for by every single meeting is paid for by the taxpayer. You are supposed to attend and make an input so that Ghana will be better for it. And you were there representing the National House of Chiefs. And you can represent National House of Chiefs at an important organization like the Council of State, and you don't attend 55% of the meetings, and you still think we should call you righteous because you returned Council of State money? No way. We are not going to call you righteous. We're going to call you out and ask you to return the money. Return the car to the Council of State. Do that. Because Azuri says you didn't attend. I didn't say. What I said, they said is a lie. Your friend, Azuri, with whom you were having a corruption conference of, hey, how is Black Rasta? He was in there. He was in that conference to Black Rasta. He's the one who said that he marked some scripts and I failed law school. He said he marked the script. Black Rasta, he said he marked some scripts. But that's okay. Black Rasta is my man. Black Rasta, good evening, yeah? Yeah, we are all Rasta boys, yeah? You know, cool, yeah? Ja Rastafari, yeah? Okay, Black Rasta, chill out, yeah? I hear you move from some station to some station. Good luck, man. Congratulations on your new appointment. Black Rasta, yeah? Okay, back to Azuri. Azuri says, okay, I've said it so many times. Did I say it again? No. 55%. Oh, Matilda, get ready and give it to me again. Get ready. It says, and when you are done, please take the glory, because I am satisfied just for you to be glorified. Because the enemies they will do their own thing, they will spoil themselves. After this, I'm going for an interview. After the interview, I'm coming to my friend, Johnson Asiedu Nkatia, General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress. Thank you very much, Kweku, for this. This is excellent. It is now my distinguished pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to pay tribute to a great Ghanaian woman. And I always like women who are doing well in society because they encourage our young girls. You know, we are coming from a society where it was chauvinistic, men thought they could, women cannot. Gradually, we are getting to the place where we are seeing the women are doing it. This is one such great woman. Abena Amoah, congratulations. It's my pleasure to read this now. It's 7th of October 2022. The Council of the Ghana Stock Exchange is pleased to announce the appointment of Ms. Abena Amoah as the Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange. With effect from November 24, 2022, Ms. Amoah will take over from Mr. Togbe Afede, the current Managing Director, who will retire from the exchange on November 23, 2022, after 32 years of stellar and transformational service. Congratulations to you, Mr. Togbe Afede. I know him well. Ms. Amoah, who joined the exchange as Deputy Managing Director on August 1, 2020, has been in the capital market industry over the past 24 years and is highly respected, which is true, for her technical knowledge, business acumen, outstanding professionalism, and integrity. Her experience covers stock market listings and trading mergers and acquisitions advisory, investment research, asset management, private placement of equity, debt and hybrid instruments, large infrastructure project development, business startups and incubation, public education on investment and financial matters, and capital matters over. She, Abena Amoah, has previously worked with Black Ivy Group, LLC, Renaissance Group, where she was CEO of New World, Renaissance Securities Limited, and Head of Investment Banking and Finance in West Africa, ex-Nigeria, for Renaissance Capital. And Strategic, that's it, Strategic African Securities Limited, where she was executive director. Now that's where she started. That's where she was trained. It was Togbe Afede who produced Abena Amoah for us. Togbe, how can you produce Abena Amoah and now you're producing Azuri? Azuri is doing these things. Okay. She's an alumna of the University of Ghana Business School. She has also undertaken academic and